in this hunt for the playoffs, the Mammoth have found their groove, like you said, at the perfect time. 3 wins in a row, all of which have been in dominant fashion. It's a cliche in sports to say we're taking it one day at a time, but the Mammoth have really done that this entire season. That's not going to change here in the playoffs. Now, a win tonight and heading back to Utah with the series all tied up would be ideal, but the team isn't putting too much pressure on that tonight. It was a shock at the deadline when the Jazz added Jaren Jackson Jr., but that's a key piece to build with going forward. Tonight, obviously his debut in front of the Utah fans, and he said that he's just excited to have the fans now rooting for him. We're lucky enough to get a first look at the Jazz Skill Lab out here at the shops at Southtown out in San Diego. Let's give you a quick look at everything it has to offer. Now, we said it before Game 5, and it still remains true. The Mammoth will have to win a game in Vegas to win this series, but in order to do so, they'll have to win tonight. But other than the game, I could die happy, Wes. I'm on the Mammoth. Life does not get better than this, I'll tell you that much. We don't want to be too dramatic here, but after one of the best starts in recent years, Real Salt Lake knew this season wouldn't be perfect the whole way, but they have hit a bump in the road of late, losers of 3 of their last 4 matches.
Travis, I don't know how the players are staying calm for this one, because there's a lot of Mammoth fans freaking out right now.
Boy, I think the answer to that one is that's why they're the pros, and why guys like us, we're just here talking about them, you know. This 7-game series has quickly become a 3-game series, and now the Mammoth are having to bounce back after an emotional Game 4 overtime loss at home. All right, so we can confirm no fresh playoff beard for Liam O'Brien, but you know, Dana, I got to say, I relate with Gunther and Cooley. I can't grow a great beard, can grow a great mustache, though, so maybe it's time you and I join these guys, huh? Let's get some playoff beards going.
You're going to have to bust out the playoff stash, I think, Travis. I want to see that thing. Now, I'm no good at that. I can't grow it, so I'll leave it to you guys.
This offseason, defensive ends coach Kelly Papinga was promoted to defensive coordinator, and the players say that makes spring ball that much easier. A familiar face and a familiar scheme. The Mammoth entered the break with the top wild card spot in the Western Conference, so a whole lot to be excited about. And Captain Clayton Keller, he may be on excitement overload right now. Of course, he was a member of Team USA, bringing home Olympic gold. Well, Nets are no more out here in Logan, Utah, as the Aggies win their 3rd Mountain West regular season title. This is just their 2nd outright title, and it was all made possible by this senior-led bunch. With so many new faces stepping in on this defense, it helps to have a veteran like Jonathan Hall in the middle. The All-Big 12 honorable mention, taking on a leadership role for this group. Reporting from the Jazz Skill Lab, a very sweaty Travis Green, ABC4 Sports. All right, unlike the Mammoth, the Jazz are probably pleased with their current losing streak. Heading into tonight, Utah losing its last 4 and have lost 8 of its last 9. You can hear those lottery balls bouncing around already. Tonight out in Phoenix, taking on the Suns, Cody Williams back in his hometown. Kyle Filipowski stepping up early. 7 Jazz players out with an injury tonight. Would start 3 for 3 from the field. The hometown kid, Williams, making a highlight in the first. Jalen Green going for the jam, but Williams channels his inner Dikembe Mutombo. No. Things went downhill fast, and I mean real fast. Utah wouldn't score for 3 minutes. The Suns would capitalize. Grayson Allen 3 there. They would lead by 28 at half. But Filipowski, check it out. Nice Euro step. He had 26 points in this one. Bryce Sensabaugh, also a good game. Tied with Filipowski for a team-high 26 points, including this, the jam of the night. But Jalen Green and Devin Booker, far too much. They combined for 57 points as the Jazz fall 134 to 109. After a lackluster 2025, Real Salt Lake is back to its winning ways, and behind it all is the hometown kid, Xavier Gozo. Bearing down! RSL sits at 6-1-3 on the season, and in 5 of those 6 wins, the 19-year-old Gozo has played a direct role in the game-winning goal.
It's been super fun. I think winning is always fun, and I feel like with the group of guys that we have, it's been a really fun ride so far.
The MLS record for a teenager contributing to game-winning goals in a season is 8 in 31 matches. Through just 10 games this season, the West Valley native is on pace to shatter that record. Gozo credits the group around him, saying the team's youth has helped him feel comfortable from day one.
All the guys are same age, and you're just, playing and having fun. I feel like that's been our kind of thing this year, just go out there and have fun and just have each other's backs.
When you start scoring big goals for your hometown club, people tend to recognize you. And for a 19-year-old, life has gotten pretty unique pretty quickly.
My girlfriend's mom always says, like you never get to be a 19-year-old. And I'm like, obviously, like, sometimes I'm like, okay, yeah, and it's nice, but sometimes I do want to just be a kid. It's different for sure, and I think it has its perks, and I'm grateful for everything that I've been given.
For the hometown kid, it's been a dream start to this season, and while life may be changing quickly, Gozo says he's trying to enjoy and appreciate every second of it.
Every day I try to wake up with a mindset of gratitude and be appreciative of everything that I have, and I think it's hard sometimes to appreciate the magnitude of the things that I do. I try to remember what a great position I'm in.
Travis Green, ABC4 Sports. And in a much-needed time, with Logan Cooley still out with a lower body injury, once a first-round draft pick, Kyler Yamamoto seems to have found his groove of late.
Create a little bit more space. Yamamoto scores! He's done it again! Kyler Yamamoto!
It's been quite the stretch for Kyler Yamamoto. 5 points over the past 2 games, 4 of which were goals.
He scores! Kyler Yamamoto!
It's been really nice. Yeah, to be able to do it with the guys in the locker room. I played 4 different lines in 5 games, so to be able to do it with a bunch of different guys, means a lot to me.
What makes Yamamoto's recent hot streak even more impressive is the road it took to get here. Once an up-and-coming star for the Edmonton Oilers, Yamamoto then had a few down years that eventually led to him spending a majority of last season with the Mammoth's AHL affiliate, the Tucson Roadrunners.
I obviously wanted to play a little bit last year, but to be able to stick up with these guys the whole year, it's meant a lot, and trying to fight for my job every day here.
Yamamoto has been able to stick with the NHL team this season, but playing time was hard to come by at the start. After a few injuries opened the door to playing time, his chance has arrived, and he's making the most of it.
It's been a lot of bumps this year, but no, it's been good. There's a stretch where I didn't play for weeks on end, but to be able to come back and produce like I am, it's a huge confidence boost for me, and to be able to celebrate my scoring streaks with the guys in the locker room, it means a lot.
He's a really good player. He's fun to watch. He competes so hard. He's good on the forecheck, and he's got obviously a really good finish.
Yeah, he's been amazing for a long time for us. When he play on the top 9, I think when he can play in his strength, he has such a high IQ. He can make play. He does all those things, and he's effective at it. And I think he brings a good energy.